everybody, and welcome back to another 6-scale figure review with me, your host, That Mania. And today we have the Artisan Studio Company, or I think it's like Poor Dot Toys, the original company. This is like the other company that they actually sell. Like, that's more like their customs company, where it's a smaller thing, I believe. And then this is more like the production run company, where you actually find it on places like 1/6 Kit, where you buy it. But blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. This is Officer K from Blade Runner 2049. This figure, at least on 1/6 Kit, had a very short turnaround time of pre-order to order being shipped. I know that this has been in development for a while. I did look at all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and it has been very clearly been worked on for a while. But obviously, for me, the turnaround time was crazy. I was like, wow, this is the quickest thing I've ever gotten. But here's the box. It's got a nice, like, almost Terminator, RoboCop metal-y feel to it. I like it. It's got some iridescence in it. You can see the Artisan Studio there on the bottom. This is Deluxe Edition, whatever that means, because it's the only edition I could order. The box is pretty much this all the way around. There is some nice stuff on the back. It is a nice box overall. And on the side, just more of the same. Box looks great. I'm really excited to see how the figure looks. So why don't we get our average Joe out here and onto the spinning turntable. So here we have Officer K out of the box. I keep wanting to say Agent K, but that's wrong. Agent K is Men in Black. Officer K is Blade Runner. So Officer K here out of the box in this outfit, and everything is really, really, really nicely done. Honestly, this thing comes together so nicely. We could talk about the few gripes I have. It's very minimal. It's just mainly some stuff with the sculpt, but all of the tailoring and everything that went into this is really good to start. It's got a lot of things going on, and I'm really excited to talk about this guy because it's my first real, I guess, figure of this caliber, because this is more hand tailored. I know this sculpt at least is more mass produced, but the other sculpt is more hand painted, and you can tell there is a bit of a difference. But I'm really excited to talk about this guy. So why don't we get him off of the spinning turntable and talk about all the cool stuff that he comes with. So this guy comes with some pretty sweet stuff overall. I guess we should start by talking about his two iconic weapons. So we have his normal pistol that he uses throughout the movie. He does lose it at another point in the movie, but this is the one he uses for most of it. I don't think he's got any sort of holster on him. I think he just honestly just keeps it concealed in his pants. I can't remember though, but I don't remember him ever having a holster. But it does look nice. It is all black, a little bit of weathering, pretty good overall. Then he's got the other pistol, which is Deckard's pistol. If you remember later in the movie, after Deckard gets captured, he does drop his gun, and Officer K here does pick it up, and it does look really nice. I love like it looks like it's wooden, but it's actually like this translucent orange on the grip there. That looks really good. The red stands out just that slight bit on the bottom right here, and it is gunmetal gray on the trigger, which is some sort of weird double trigger design. That's always interesting. I love future space guns. Those are always my favorite. We do also have his LAPD badge, which you can see, a tiny little badge. There is some good writing in there. Officer KD 6-3.7. It is really nice. It does technically fold, but I mean, you want to just leave it open. He can hold it, so you know where he works. I had it here. I kept it in the bag so I don't lose it. It's time to lose this accessory. He comes with the sculpted little horse. If you haven't watched the movie, spoiler, go watch the movie. If you have not watched Blade Runner 2049, go watch Blade Runner 2049. But this is the sculpted horse that he finds in the whatchamacallit, the factory where all the children workers are. You'll never be able to see it because I don't have a macro lens. But I want you to know that the number 6, 10, 21 is sculpted on the bottom of the feet, just like in the movie. But like I said, you'll never be able to see it because I'll never be able to get this close enough for you to be able to see it. You will just have to take my word for it. But the sculpted horse does look cool. Obviously, it's a callback to the horse from Blade Runner. Can we talk about my favorite accessory real quick? He comes with the full badge. This is die-cast metal, by the way. You get a full LAPD detective badge. This thing is awesome. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm so happy I have it because it is so darn cool to have. I might just keep it on display. Get that autographed if you want. And then we do have our second outfit options. So if you manage to somehow acquire a second body, this body's a little weird because there are magnets up the huzza, magnetic neck and magnetic arms. It does come with an extra shirt and an extra pair of pants because you get some extra boots. They are just the same boots of the ones he's wearing. They are dirty boots. They look good. We'll talk about those more later because we will get down to the actual boots. But that's because we have a second outfit option with the coat he's wearing currently, but with the blood soaked in the collar there. It does just add some red. It makes it a little crunchy. Other than that, it's just a little dirtier. And it comes with the second sculpt, which we will talk about in a little bit more when we get close to it. But it's obviously the iconic bandage over the nose sculpt. And then, because I never ever talk about them, let's talk about the hands. So, we have two kinds of hands. We've got the trying to find the opposite hand of the one all right, here we go. So we've got gloved hands like he's wearing there. So we've got these black gloved hands. They got some lines on them, pretty nicely sculpted. And they are magnetic, so they do magnetically just come off and go back on, which is awesome. And they click in and they feel solid. Then we've got some regular, nice painted hands. These look really, really good. Other than that, he's just got some default, like, relaxed hands. And then some fisted hands for the gloves. Not too much of a variety for hands, but it's pretty much everything you'll ever need. So, moving closer, finally, we've got Ryan Gosling here himself. And the sculpt is nice. It's not perfect. There is definitely some room on this sculpt where it looks like a little, I don't know, his head looks slightly fat. It does look really good for the most part, but it's not perfect per se. And this is the sculpt that is more factory issue. This isn't the one with the hand painted stuff. This is just straight, like, off the line, kind of softer paints. It's not perfect, but it still looks really, really good. You can see Ryan Gosling in the sculpt, but where this figure shines, if it will come back out of the box, it's actually just sunk into the foam here, is this sculpt. This sculpt is phenomenal. It's pretty much the same sculpt. It's a little thinner, I feel. Well, it feels a little thinner to me. Am I crazy? Is it a different sculpt? Is it the same sculpt? I can't really tell, but it looks a little thinner to me. I think it is. I think it genuinely is a little thinner. I don't know, look at the chin. The chin looks different. Hold on. Let's get professional about this. Are these the same sculpt? I cannot tell. Can I? So here are our two sculpts that I genuinely can't tell if they're the same. They look really good. This one, like I said, is obviously the better sculpt of the two. It's got more hand-painted work. The blood on it is really, really good. I can't tell if this is in focus or not. Are you in focus? Well, now you are. Yeah, these are really good. But this bloody painted one is just stellar. It is so well done. The bloody paint on it is so good. The nose bandage there looks really good. Looking at it, observe. I think it is the same sculpt for the most part. I don't know. The camera just does some weird things to them. But putting that away for now, because we will go back to bloody. So you can see here there is a port, and it just does plug in very nicely. It does kind of limit the articulation just a little bit, but not too much. But overall, it does do a very good job of making things feel just that little bit more seamless once you get the shirt. And like I said, but the problem is, if you wanted to build a second figure, you'd somehow have to get a figure body similar to this one, and then you'd have to figure out the magnet situation. So it's kind of annoying, because I would like to have both options displayed, because it gives you enough options and clothing for it, but they don't give you a second body that I'm aware of. So that's what sucks, because I really would have liked a second body to be able to display both options. And I have checked this box twice. There's no second body that I'm aware of. But yes, the coat looks really good. You can see the fur effect is really nice. It is soft. The coat does also, you can fold this piece up, and you can kind of do the look with it over his face. It's just going to be a little tight, but you can kind of get it look. It's just a little janky. You're never going to get it to be perfect, but I don't know how many people are going to want to go for that look anyway, because you probably want to be looking at the figure. When the figure does come out of the box, there will be some sticky tack behind this, and the coat at the legs, and I believe on the collar. That's to keep it in place. You can take it off. You can keep it on. Completely up to you. On the back of the coat here, we do have this writing here. I didn't even know was here the entire time I watched the movie until I just turned it around, because the light reflects off of it so well that I'm finally able to really see it. Blade Runner is a bit of a dark movie, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't see it like me, because I genuinely did not see that. Obviously, underneath here, it is a warm coat, but we do have our kind of black shirt. The jacket does come off very easily because it has to, so you could just have him in the pants and the shirt if you so choose. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you can just keep the coat nice and secure, and the coat just looks fantastic. It is so well done. Absolutely love it. Simple yet interesting design, because it is a simple concept, you know, pants, shirt, coat, but it's well designed to where it looks futury. It's got like I said, the words on the back, and it's got these nice lines that make it look really good. The pockets aren't deep enough to put a hand or put the fake wrist in, so you don't have to worry about that. And down below we do have our like navy green pants, pretty straightforward. And then we have our boots here, which do look good, all sculpted pieces. Don't have to worry about fake shoelaces, and they look fantastic overall. There is a little bit of dirt and weathering to it, which is always good. And then bringing it up, we do have this awesome display base that just says Blade Runner 2049, which is magnetic, and it's way more magnetic than anything InArt's done, so he's a lot more secure. It's not perfect, so I wouldn't recommend just completely relying on it, but it is pretty good, as you can see. For the most part, he is pretty well connected. And I've tried with the InArt figures, they don't stick as well, so I think it might be the feet magnets along with the regular magnets. But I think I've talked enough about this. Let's move on and put on the bloody jacket and bloody sculpt. Before we get the jacket on, in case you wanted to know what he looks like with just the shirt on, this is it. It's pretty straightforward. It is a nice long sleeve shirt. It does cover up all the joints fairly nicely, and you can just have him, you know, oh, I took the jacket off, I got home, and I got to talk to my hot hologram babe girlfriend who loves me very dearly. But, you know, nothing lasts forever, neither does his face. So, back to putting on that extra sculpt. And here we have just that slight changeroo. It does have a little bit of an issue where this side has just been sticking up. This side's secure because it's like painted on and down. So it's like, you see, it's got the sticky tack right there. So it's secure to itself. This side didn't, so the collar is just kind of hanging up a bit. Bit annoying. I think this also has some of that. Yeah, but this part didn't. So it doesn't want to stay down. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is kind of annoying because the other side's staying down really nicely. But yes, this is a nice extra look that is nice to have, especially because it's like the iconic look that everyone remembers. Bandage on the nose. The blood looks really good. It's shiny, it looks fresh, it's wet, but it's dry on the coat, so it just looks really, really good overall. The ear is nice and like crispy red. I think they did a fantastic job at painting this sculpt because it really sells it. The blood effect really, really sells, and you can tell where the hand painting went on the neck here. Oh, it's so good. You can see there's even like some oozy bloody in this, in the ear there. This figure is going to get my video taken off of YouTube because of all this gunk. My God. But he just looks so good. I am so happy about this. But we do have more to talk about. I don't have any other Blade Runner figures, but I am going to take out a figure from my other favorite movie from the director who did Blade Runner 2049. So why don't we get him out here right now? So like I said, I don't have any other Blade Runner figures yet, but I do have Paul Atreides because he is from Dune, which is directed by the same guy who I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of because I screw it up every single time. So I'm not even going to do him the disrespect of pronouncing it wrong because he just makes good movies. And boy, Paul here is really big. I don't remember him being this big. Also, his hair is only frizzed out more since my review of him. I need to get some product to fix his hair because it's all over the place. And if I could just mat that down, I think I could get control of him. But right now he is uncontrollable and really large. But these two look interesting next to each other, being from two completely different worlds. Honestly, thinking about it now, I probably should have just picked an Alien figure, because if you didn't know, technically the Blade Runner universe and the Alien universe are in the same universe, which is an interesting, weird revelation. It's not really life-changing because they never interact with each other, but it is the same universe. I'm not going to, because that would involve me standing back up, and I really don't want to do that again because I'm kind of lazy. But, you know, I could have, should have, would have. Anyway, let's move on and do some articulation. So, we got a life-ending 360 degrees. Kind of weird because the magnet, sometimes his head sits a little far down. But, you know, you can get down that far and up that far. A little back and forth. Restrictive magnet. But it does allow you to have a little bit more neck length if you so choose. You just gotta really want it. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes back that far. Obviously, without the coat on, you could get a lot more. Arm does have a bit more than 90 at the elbow. You do get ab crunch. There is not really a spread, but some spread. Leg goes up that far. Leg does not go back, but you do get knee bend, and this is one solid piece, so you're not getting anything there. So that's pretty much all you get, but you really don't need all that much, so it's fine overall. Let's move on to the end. So what can I say that I haven't already said about this figure? I am gushing over it. I think it is so good. Definitely worth the money. My biggest complaint, I'd say, other than the main sculpt being kind of plain and could be a little bit better paint-wise, but it's honestly not the worst thing in the world, is I wish the second sculpt had a bit more of a pained expression to him, because he's got the bloody look, but he doesn't have the pain in his face that he has at this point in the movie, because he has genuinely just lost everything. He's found out that he's not special, and that there's genuinely nothing in point. He just sacrificed everything for nothing. because he does just have the same blank expression that the main Sculpt figure has, which is fine with that one, because at that point in the movie he is just blank. He's just Officer K. But you know, throughout the movie, as you know, if you're watching this figure review, I'm hoping you've watched the movie. But if you haven't, at this point in the movie, he's learned that everything he believed is wrong, and there's so much pain in this man's life, in his heart, and in his soul. So I feel like there should be a bit more of an expression of pain on his face, just even a little bit of like a grimace to him. But that's it. That's my biggest complaint, because everything is really good. The weathering on everything looks really good. The details are all super fantastic. Nothing's like a printed on piece of paper. It's all really well done. All the clothing is really well put together. I'm glad that I have a second outfit, so if I can ever figure out what body this is and how to make my own, I could have 2 figures out of this. So overall, I'm very happy with what I've gotten, because like I said, they've gone the extra mile with a lot of this. The magnetic hands, the magnetic neck, they make everything so easy to use. It just makes my life easier, because you know, I can just pop on whatever hand I want. It's life-changing, because I've broken so many wrist pegs that this is just so nice, because I don't feel like they're going to fall off. Like, InArts is good, but sometimes they kind of fall off because whatever they're holding is too heavy. But with this, it feels nice and snug and secure, and I'm just really happy. The display base is good. I even love this stupid card of my favorite main character from the movie, Mr. Blade Runner. I forgot to talk about this earlier, but it does just come with this card that says Blade Runner, which is awesome. I'm going to, I don't know, put that on the wall. But yeah, this is an outstanding figure, and I'm hoping I can get more Blade Runner figures in the future. I would love to have a few more from this movie and from, you know, the original movie, because it's definitely an underrated classic, and this one is just, Blade Runner 2049 is phenomenal. I absolutely love everything about this movie. And anyway, if you have picked up this figure, if you have any other Officer K, or any Blade Runner figure for that matter, let me know what you have. What's your favorite? You know, what stands with you? What is your official favorite Blade Runner figure, or what is something you want from Blade Runner that hasn't been made yet, or you missed out on originally? And with, you know, all that, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, because the channel's been doing really nicely recently. Like, really nicely. I've been really enjoying it, and especially with stuff like this. You know, the nice little surprises of, oh, a figure that I wasn't expecting to see is already out and I get to enjoy it. It's super cool. And I just love doing this stuff. This is so much fun, and I love talking to you guys. You guys make it really fun to do. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me and you've been you, and thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.